Salutations to y'all on this beautiful Christmas morning. You see all that right there? That basket, let me take off my glasses because I'm not there yet, because I'm about to walk outside. But that basket, that one, get there, get right there. That basket is when a man tries to do his wife's clothes, laundry. But see, those two baskets, one of them is stuff that I did try to fold, but a brother can't fold. I flippity flop. Not flippity flippity flop flop. Oh, now it's appropriate to put these things on. And the reason why I have my reading glasses on, I got my my little nappity satchel, my nut sack. Literally, that's what it's called. Where's the name of this thing? Can't see it. Can you see it? It's called a nutsack bag. Let's see if we can see it now. Yeah, nutsack bag. The nibbity nutsack bag. But these railroad tracks, man, they have some interesting life on the left and the right. When you're looking down to the right, it's on the left and the right, and when you're looking down to the left of a railroad track, it's the left and the right. But right, it's just interesting to see the type of vegetation and stuff, and the buildings that happen to be on those sides of the railroad track, as opposed to like being out in the middle of country and no buildings, nothing around, and all you see is just thick vegetation on the sides of those tracks. Just interesting. It's kind of like when you look at, within War Robots, the scenery. If you actually pay attention to the scenery, you're like, wow, this is kind of dope. The buildings, the water. We're looking at the remastered version. Shadows, things that weren't there in the first versions, updates of War Robots from back in, the earlier days. Very, very, very fascinating. But I was thinking about that when I was playing a couple of matches last night, and I forgot I always called it the Zelda map. I don't think that the music, it's like an ambient music. I think that's the word for it. It reminded me of the Zelda video game, like all peaceful and calm and tranquil. It's like some sleep music, especially when you're about to go up to your home beacon and you're walking up that kind of like that little hill before it has that little brick corner tower area, and it has like little sparkles around the grass of the area. I always call it the Zelda map. But yeah, when you're looking at different features of those, the features of the actual map, the textures of the buildings, and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if that's still there. Anyway, but yeah, I was thinking about that, and then like I'm paying attention all around me as I'm driving to the different details, the trees, the leaves, the shrubs, the vehicles, the road, all that stuff. Yeah, paying attention to the details around. And it's funny because as soon as the match starts, you get that flood of cortisol, that stress hormone, and now you get tunnel vision, and now all you're paying attention to is where are those enemies positioning themselves and where I'm positioning myself. Is it going to lead to an exchange? And all of the details around you disappear because you're all focused. All of your focus, all of your mental capital and your decision-making process, your troubleshooting, your problem solving, all of those different things are now going in an energy directive or direction to stay alive. And you forget to pay attention to the details and the beauty that's around you. It's almost like you have to do the observing of the beauty in a peaceful environment when there's no strife, there's no drama, there's no fight. And that's by going into into that map or those maps solo and just walking around and taking a look at everything around you, kind of like how we do with meditation or a sabbatical. We extract ourselves from the chaos that's all around us so that we can get back into our bodies and to listen to what our bodies are trying to tell us or have been telling us, but we've been ignoring those signals. We've been ignoring those signals because we've been in a stress-induced state where we have forgotten everything else around us. And it doesn't happen, and I would say forgotten would be a word that you would use in future tense when trying to look back and recall that was once experienced. But forget, no, we cease to pay attention to everything else around us. I was talking to my dad about 5 minutes ago, and we were talking about the karma debt. And there's a YouTube channel that I watch, I think it's called Prison Games, and his name is Wes, but I forgot his I'll put the link in the description below to the YouTube channel. But I watch all of his videos. Dude, bro, like how I talk with y'all about life and all that stuff when it comes to the game of War Robots or PUBG Mobile. He talks about it from the perspective of have been in prison, and after being in prison, the things that he's learned that he's trying to kind of share with his audience. So it's kind of like the same concept, but he brought up a term that he heard while he was in prison called karma debt, D-E-B-T, which means that you do something, and just because you got away with it, that there were no immediate consequences, doesn't mean that in the future that debt, that karma debt, isn't going to come back and ask for a return. So when it comes to the body, the things that we do to our bodies, whether it's not getting enough sleep, it's eating too much junk food, or not drinking enough water, you know, the immediate consequences of doing those things or making those choices, just because there's no immediate consequence, digestive issues or mental acuity or emotional regulation or temperature regulation, things like that, doesn't mean that in the future that the body's going to say, I really can't handle this anymore. I need you to slow down. I need you to stop. I need you to change something. And if we continue to do those things, the body asked, we didn't heed that call, we didn't answer that call, and then we get disease. Or if you break that word disease down into two words, not really two words, but dis-hyphenated ease. You're in a state of dis-ease. You're in a state of lack of ease and chill and status quo, or an equilibrium, a balance, to where your body, your mind, everything about you is in good standing, and you feel good where you are in the now. So all the stress that we are under when we play a game, trying to problem solve everything I just mentioned, we forget to observe everything around us. So therefore, the consequence to that is that in the future, when we try to recall certain things about certain times, like Christmas in 2020, or Thanksgiving 2020, or Hanukkah 2020, or whatever, we just don't remember much about it other than it was a challenge. I don't remember the beautiful smile of the person who opened the door for me when I was feeling a certain way. I was feeling really down, thinking that there's no good people out there in the world. I forgot about that smiling stranger that opened the door for me and said, "Have a wonderful day." Or you hold the door for that person and they smile and they say thank you. You forgot about that beautiful exchange. Or, you forgot about those times and anniversaries or graduations or whatever, because you were in a state of dis-ease, because you were going through something. You were going through a marital issue, or you were going through a breakup, or you were going through some type of depression or job loss or whatever, loss of a loved one, and you forget about the graduation that you were at, or you forgot about the magic that was being displayed in that moment. Yeah, I think about stuff like that at that depth. And it all was in a couple of games of War Robots, and just observing how freaking amazing the graphics are, the water, the shadows, the texture of the buildings and the ground, and the bots and the weapons, the sounds. And I don't remember much else outside of I was in a state of dis-ease because I was in a fight to survive. And you go from fight to fight to fight to fight, and the match is done. Click battle, begin battle, you fight, the match is gone, over, you start a new battle. But you'd overlooked that thing with, some teammate came and rescued you, you were about to die, and they used their Aegis shield, or they came and healed you, or something like that. 2020, y'all, has been, it's been a challenge, for real. And I just can't help but think that I'm not the only one that has been in a state of reflection when the chaos is gone. Like being in you can't see it, but the parking lot right here, every day is full of people, and it's at the local gym. That parking lot is, no parking space is open. But right now, because it's Christmas, the gym is closed, no one in the parking lot. When you're in an empty parking lot and you have a moment to just slow down and to turn off the radio, turn off the sounds, turn off the stimulation, the flood of bouncing thoughts in your head, and just look around, that's when the clarity starts to come. And sometimes it takes practice, but sometimes you don't notice anything. But like in that movie, The Peaceful Warrior, there is never nothing going on. Even if everything seems the same, there's always something that's different and something that's beautiful in that moment. Word up. Yeah, I'm gonna roll. I'm just now about to pull up to my mother and father-in-law's house to go pick up some food, because we aren't able to get together for Christmas. And they made me and my wife, I can guarantee it's gonna be an awesome Christmas meal, because my mother-in-law is a gangster in cooking and baking and stuff. My father-in-law is incredible at like barbecue and all that stuff, but boy, when it comes to holiday meals, she's the schnit. For real, for real. All right, y'all, I'm gonna leave you with that. And no matter where you are in the world, I hope you, your friends, and your family are happy, healthy, and safe. And, please know that, if you're struggling through something during this time of year, you're not alone. You're a text message, a phone call, you're an email, a comment in the comment section. I'm trying my best to respond to everyone. The last few videos that I posted, and it's been a really difficult time for me just with work and all that stuff. I haven't been able to get on at all to check what messages have been left in the comment section. So I'm gonna get up on that ASAP. But yeah, your comment in the comment section away. And don't forget that, there's probably someone in your life that can, step up to the plate, in your physical life, whether it's your neighborhood, your neighbor. Never underestimate the power of a stranger too. When you find yourself on a park bench or, out there in the world, everyone wants to be a hero for somebody else. So for sure. I love y'all. Be good. For those of you who celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. And those of you who don't, Merry wonderful day. Peace out.